There is a giant elephant in the room when it comes to the comparison of Pokemon and Dragon Ball. And a lot of people will overlook this. You know who won't? Ram Fam. He's epic not only as a husband, but also in his mind. When you think of TCG in general, when you think of some alternate investment roadmap outside of the traditional 401k, investments, stocks, S&P 500s, you really think about, especially over the last few years, Pokemon. It is gigantic. And I found this market index and it was interesting. And I think everyone's looking at it one way. Ramfam's looking at it a different. And you don't have to catch it because you liked and subscribe, and now you got to listen to me talk about this for 15, 20 minutes a day. But when you look at this, you know what you see? Opportunity. That is the one thing, the massive elephant in the room that Dragon Ball has that Pokemon does not. Anthony, opportunity? What do you mean? Okay. Let's talk about this for just a moment. Okay? When Shark Tank sharks are purchasing Pokemon, it's pretty big. TV, DVD, VHS, video games, media streams, a giant knockoff lawsuits. Pokemon is big. You can't name a base 151 to a general everyday person, at least here in the States, probably in the EU, APAC, and they don't know what the hell you're doing. They know who Pikachu is. You show someone a silhouette of Charizard, 10 out of 10, they know it's Charizard. Now, Dragon Ball Z is very well known. Obviously, been around longer. Mangas. Starts overseas. Spreads throughout. But when it comes to, like, the business, the TCG, everyone knows about Pokemon. Some random dude in the middle of Missouri, a random girl in the middle of North Carolina, a couple in the Dakotas are going to know what Pokemon is. And they know that they're old school Pokemon just by social media, word of mouth, news reports. They're going to know it's worth something, right? Don't argue. They will. So the opportunity of getting in early, the opportunity of getting the most return on investments, it's kind of nixed. It's dead. It's gone. I'm going to show you some real life examples of what I mean when I say opportunities. Because, my package will be here soon. Because there's so much competition in Pokemon for you as a new up-and-comer to come into the arena, fix your tie, and show up for your first day of work. It might not work out the way it might have worked out a couple of years ago. Dragon Ball, on the other hand, you got a real good shot. There's a lot of room to grow. This is South Florida. Walt Disney World's building, and I got a lot of land out here. What am I going to do with it? Pokemon's like New York. Everyone's stacked on each other. You buy an apartment, you get the tiny little... I take a poop here, but then I wash my hands right next to it, and then I grill my... I toast my bread right here, and then I lay down kind of crooked like this. But hey, I'm in New York! And New York! What are we talking? That's Pokemon. Meanwhile, Daddy's got a nice acre of land hanging out. I got a milkman coming here dropping off some milk. Daddy likes heart healthy Honey Nut Cheerios. It's good for your cholesterol. Anthony, you're starting to go on a tangent. All right, let's reel me back in. Opportunity. Dragon Ball is obviously growing. This is a 1-year index. Shout out to Gem Empire's cards. How have trading cards stacked up against traditional investments? Over the last year, Dragon Ball, 200+%. Pokemon, of course, One Piece, record strongs. This is really a comparison compared to like your traditional investment routes. Gold, 401ks, S&P 500. And it's just interesting to see, obviously, Dragon Ball's up in the last year. That's great. In the last 3 months, Q2, we are also up 11%. A lot of our growth came in earlier. That's fine. Over the last month, we're also up. That's great. Everything's are good. So, Anthony, how the heck can you possibly say opportunity is still available in Dragon Ball? Well, this is comparing one small thing. Let me give you some real day-to-day data of how I really know this. But before I do that, quick shout out from our sponsor, Saiyans Collect TCG. They sponsor 100% of this show. If you don't follow them on Instagram, make sure you follow them on Instagram. How do I know their tag? Well, it's pretty easy. Saiyan Collects TCG. You'll see a bunch of stuff there. And look, you'll even see my faces. So make sure you go like and follow me there. Anyways, I went on to what? Whatnot, you don't know, is an auction, live auctions. You can do some buy nows, but really it's about that auction, that live selling experience where you can build that little bit of a relationship and connection with something. And there's a few things on here that I want to highlight to show you. Now, this is obviously a very, very small set of examples, but this is repeatable across all platforms. And this is an example of what the Pokemon market looks like versus the Dragon Ball, and why we have so much more opportunity to really jump in. So please stay with me here. I made this nice and big, so if you're driving and you're trying to keep this away from the cops, don't do that. I'm going to refresh this page just so you can see real-time data. Right now, in trading card games, there is a reported 15,000 viewers for just Pokemon alone. Right now, it is 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. It has 15,000 people watching Pokemon. Let me use the scroller because we got One Piece behind at 1,000. Well, 1.3. We got Magic at under 1,000. We got Yu-Gi-Oh at 200. We got Bojack Battle Arena. I don't know. But they're ahead of us because Dragon Ball cards, 152 active users watching right now. That is called opportunity. Anthony, I become a seller on what? Scam of all scams. Remember, this is repeatable across all platforms. You'll see these sort of numbers. Pokemon's reigning supreme and Dragon Ball's down here. Anthony, you tell me I become a streamer, but there's only 150 people out there that buy this. Yeah, man. You got to be able to have the merchandise available to sell before the customers come, right? You build it, therefore they should come, right? Let's go a little bit deeper. I'll refresh this one too so that we can see. You hit the old refresh button, and then I like to sort this from highest to lowest. So viewers. The more eyes you got, those are customers. Those customers will pay. Right now, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard. Almost 400 people are watching this person. 360 for this one. 317, 279, 212, 204, 197. Do you see the trend? Hundreds for just the top 8. Imagine you're a new person. You make your AI artwork. You buy your collection. This is what you got. Your friend's sister is watching you because she's got a crush on you. She doesn't know how to tell you. Look at these guys. They're in an oversaturated market, fighting for the scraps. My dog Audrey sits next to the trash can when I'm cleaning up a potato. You know why? Because she wants the scraps. Scraps. Let's look at Dragon Ball. We'll refresh the page because I want to give real. Ram fam, I know what you're doing. You're screenshotting this and you're editing it to make it look so you got the views and the content. No, this is real, baby. Let's go high to low. This might astound you. Highest grade 10 collectibles, 33 people. 11, 10, 7. I might not even have to click this. I might just have to. There it is. Those are the only people that are alive. 8 people. It's got opportunity. If you want to get in on a startup, you can't assume that they have everything in order. You want to make it big, you got to work. This isn't a golden ticket opportunity that I just post online and say, guys, you start selling Dragon Ball, you're going to make a ton of money right away. You need to start a foundation. You need to start building that community. Because one day, what do these kids say? I'm almost 4. The kids say LARPers. You got a Logan Paul, an iSpeed, whatever. Drewski. Whatever they do. They become interested in this. Then you see that flood and you're ready. You wait until the tsunami is outside your door to start preparing. You're too late. You're going to get washed away like everyone else. Opportunity. You are fighting for scraps here. Why not invest in yourself, in your name, in your brand, in your way, or someone like me, and help build this number up, and help build this goal? I'm willing to bet of these 15,000 people watching currently, right now, on what? Half of them, are investor pros. They're looking to make a little bit of money and get lucky on a wheel spin. They don't have a deck that they play with. They're not master setting. Opportunity for Pokemon has come and gone. Ram fam, you're a piece of work. I come from Pokemon. I started my business the last 6 months, Anthony, and we are skyrocketing. Business has never been better. Everything you say is a lie. Yeah, great job. You know what you call that? The exception to the rule. Anthony, I go to all the conventions. And I'm crushing it. Great job. I'm happy for you. Genuine. Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen that often. And you beat the circumstances. And when you look comparatively to the other individuals going through these, let's see, I think it's this one. And you look at what they're accomplishing. I'm willing to bet they have one of two things. They started out early, or they already had a big name or big brand. I'm not taking anything away from these people. They go live, they spend their money, they invest their time, they change their lives, they put their photo, they risk the biscuit. They're standing at the lines, they're negotiating the deals, they're building the relationships, they're doing everything right. But when you have so much competition that you have to almost kill, you're fist fighting outside of a Target for an ETB. By the way, here's a tough take, a big pill to swallow. You're in Dragon Ball and you're selling it, you better know how to fight. And you better have deodorant. I said it. Opportunity for Pokemon. The way that opportunity exists for Dragon Ball, it is gone. She's bye. The 30th year anniversary comes out towards the end of the year. You know why I know that? Because every other reel that pops up on my Instagram, because I'm a nub, is about that. And the algorithm probably forces it to me. But the point is, you're seeing this. Every 5 minutes, a free pack. Right here, in one of these streams, there's more than there'll probably be in the next 2 hours. Right? You got to get in early. Early bird gets the worm, I believe. You get mad when the internet boom came, if you're old enough. Well, Anthony, I was 9 years old back then. Am I comparing Dragon Ball to the internet boom? But the concept of getting in on something early, that's the same. And if you love the IP, you love the brand, you love the manga, you love the show, you love the video game, you love the characters, you're in on this as a whole, and you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't see a lot of other people be really successful. I don't see the Jar Chomps or the this guy or that. I don't know any of these. I just know Jar Chomp because I was making fun of him. I don't see those big guys in Dragon Ball. Then be them. Do what they did in Pokemon here today or Dragon Ball. That's what I'm trying to do. You'll find me on Whatnot. You'll find me at a convention. You'll find me on Instagram. You'll find me here, obviously. Share the stuff below. Build it with me. I don't want to be a follower, Anthony. I need to. If I'm not number one, I can't win. So if the top 10, top 20 win, you don't want to be one of those? Seems interesting. If that's not your jam, that's fine. Maybe this video is not for you. Opportunity in Dragon Ball exists in a way that it does not exist in Pokemon. Does that mean Pokemon's going to spiral down? No. Does that mean Pokemon's a bad TCG? No. Am I pooping on all these streamers, doing their stuff? But they did something a little earlier. Doing something a little earlier is a lot better than doing nothing when it's too late. Next time we talk, I hope there's a little bit of a gear turning in your mind. And you say to yourself, well, maybe I don't want to be a streamer. Maybe I don't want to be a seller. Maybe there's something in this market. Maybe I relate to Tien. Maybe I relate to Yamcha. Maybe I relate to Goku. Maybe I like the card. Maybe I want to get in on something. Take a look at it. Tomorrow, we will talk again. Everybody, thank you so much. Like, subscribe. Underneath on the bottom, I talked about it earlier. Here it is. Whatnot. Look at that. 5 stars, over 1,300 things. Average, less than a day. I've sold quite a few things. You're supporting a veteran-owned business. We do dollar start auctions. You dictate the market, not me. Till tomorrow. See you later.